So today for you I have the 3 new Made to Move yoga dolls. We have Brooklyn with her new body type, which I think she's looking like a yellow top coloring, which that'll be really cool. Smaller bust, bigger thighs, bigger like around arms, I think is about the difference that I've noticed. Then we have a Curvy, and I'm not quite sure what skin tone she is. She's actually reminding me of one we haven't had since very first release, which was the original release of the blue top. The second release was darker, so I'll have to get out one of those originals and see if she is actually that same color. I will love that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Curvies because they have a harder time fitting a lot of the wardrobe, but that would be awesome to have another option. Now we just need a tall and a current, standard, and a petite. And a more current, well, we've got the wheelchair fashionista, but an option without a wheelchair if you just need a rebody. So that would be good. I do like their outfits. I think it's interesting how they all have pink with them, and I really like the swirl designs. So let's get them out of the box and take a look. 22 points of articulation each, so it's pretty much just a matter of what skin tone, and that'll be real helpful. And let's get them out. Okay, so I got them out of the box, and I did go looking for some skin tones, and she is exactly what I thought she was. She is the pink top skin tone, which means that she's pretty much going to be like all those standard the last 2 wheelchair dolls that are Barbie face with the fashionista. So that's great. That's what I figured she was going to be. She's also the same match to the volleyball player. That's the same skin tone. And also the Gloria from the Barbie movie doll. She is a Made to Move in that pink suit, and she's a petite. So that'll give you like an idea of some of the same skin tones. And then, so unfortunately, the Curvy, she is not the skin tone I was hoping for, which would be the original release blue top. So this would be her. This is original release blue top, and the Curvy Yoga is just slightly darker. So unfortunately we didn't get that skin tone again, but I have good news for those of you who like the Lena doll. That would be this one. She is in my Barbie Boulevard fashion. I just love this dress on her. But this is the skin tone that she seems to be. It seems to be a really, really close, similar tone. Actually here in the slate, she's looking slightly darker, but it would be a very close match, as I did check in some other light as well. And she would be darker than the dancer, Curvy, and she would be lighter than the orange top and the soccer player AA doll, like those skin tones, so she would be lighter than that. And then we come to Brooklyn, and she is pretty close to being... Bell's falling over. She is pretty close to being... Now, this is my L Looks Model 2 head on a... Oh, I forgot her name. She's a Naomi, I think is the name. She's the tennis player. She is a yellow top, pretty much. So that is pretty much what Brooklyn here is skin tone wise. Maybe just the slightest shade darker than yellow top. So I've heard that some people have used this body for the 65th anniversary Jubilee Brooklyn, who is has a beautiful face sculpt, and I've contemplated getting her just pretty much for her head and putting her on this body. So that's what I would do. I have yet to get her because, of course, $60 for just a head is kind of crazy, but yeah, so those are some of the skin tone similarities. She's got a little bit bigger arms here. Her hands are kind of like, remind me of petite hands. They're not as big, it seems, as the curvy, but they do have a similar style as the curvy hands. Her legs are a little bit bigger, but not quite as big as the curvy. Her bust is smaller than standard Barbie, though. She's supposed to be, from what I understand, the athletic build, so yeah, it's nice to add a different size. I'm still waiting for when they decide to give Barbie an actual bigger bust on more of a standard size, maybe slightly bigger in the hip butt area, because then the waist would stay about the same, but the bust would get larger and the hips and butt would get larger, and then I could actually have a doll that is about my measurement, like miniature wise. So yeah, I've always been very much an hourglass shape, and it's been tough to find certain things like pants. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informational. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the curvy. As for right now, she's pretty much just going to hang around until I figure out what I want to do. I don't really have a whole lot of curvies in, and I'm not the biggest fan of her face sculpt. So she's going to be a body donor. She may be a body donor here soon. They have really improved the wrists for the curvies. I did talk to Mattel a couple of years ago. I had issues with curvy made to moves in their wrists. So I have noticed that they are better than they used to be, so thank you, Mattel, for that. I know it helps with feedback and stuff, so let me know if you have a favorite of the three, if you've gotten any yet. But like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.